The drone world never stays still. Every year, new models push the boundaries of what small flying machines can do. And in 2025, all eyes are on DJI, the company that practically defines the industry. Rumors, leaks, and whispers have been swirling, and one name keeps popping up, the DJI Neo 2. At first, it seemed like nothing more than speculation. But then, hidden in plain sight, a sharp-eyed analyst spotted something unusual. A small drone, tucked away in the corner of a teaser video. The shape didn't match any current DJI model. It looked compact, unfinished, but undeniably intriguing. Could this be the first glimpse of the Neo 2? Many believe so. And if that's true, we're not just looking at another entry-level drone. The Neo 2 could represent a new category, one that mixes beginner-friendly design with more serious performance. A hybrid between casual flying and FPV excitement. Something accessible, yet powerful enough to catch the attention of experienced pilots. A look back, the original Neo. Before diving into what the Neo 2 might bring, it helps to remember the first Neo. That drone was DJI's attempt to make drones as simple and safe as possible. Light, under 250 grams, easy to control, and built with guards to reduce damage during crashes. It wasn't aimed at professionals. It was designed for newcomers, for families, and for people who just wanted to have fun without worrying about regulations. The first Neo was far from perfect. Flight time was limited. The camera was decent but not spectacular. And advanced features like obstacle avoidance were basic at best. But it achieved one very important goal. It lowered the barrier to entry. It made drones approachable. The Neo 2, however, looks ready to take that foundation and build something much stronger. The design leak that changed everything. The first real clue came from that teaser video. Hidden in the background, a compact drone with some unusual features. The most noticeable? Double-layered propeller guards. This was a big departure. The first Neo had simple protection, but these guards looked thicker, more durable, and clearly designed for rougher handling. That suggests one thing: DJI is positioning the Neo 2 as an FPV-inspired drone. Something you can fly indoors, through tight spaces, and around obstacles without constant fear of breaking the propellers. It also points to DJI thinking carefully about who this drone is for. Beginners crash. Even experienced pilots sometimes misjudge a turn. Stronger guards mean fewer repairs and more confidence to push boundaries. Another detail stood out: the battery. The unit in the leak didn't look like the slim single-cell pack from the original Neo. It seemed larger, possibly even dual-cell. If that's true, flight times could jump to 20 or even 25 minutes. That's a major leap for a compact drone, and it would instantly make the Neo 2 more practical for real use. Prototype stickers and testing labels on the leaked drone sealed the deal. This wasn't a random model. It was something DJI was actively working on. Camera expectations: a big upgrade in a small body. Of course, no drone matters if the camera doesn't deliver. That's where the Neo 2 could surprise the most. Rumors suggest a larger CMOS sensor, potentially as big as 1/1.3 inches. For a palm-sized drone, that's impressive. Why does sensor size matter? Because it affects how much light the camera can capture. A larger sensor means better low-light performance, richer colors, and more detail in shadows and highlights. It means your sunrise footage looks dramatic, not grainy. Your indoor shots look clear, not muddy. And then comes the frame rate. The Neo 2 is rumored to shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. That may sound technical, but in practice it means smoother, more cinematic video. Fast movement looks crisp. Panning across landscapes feels fluid. For creators, vloggers, and social media users, it's a huge step up. Imagine being able to carry something that fits in your pocket, yet produces video smooth enough for professional use. That's the promise of the Neo 2. The sub-250-gram advantage. Now here's where things get really clever. Many countries have strict drone regulations, but the rules often change dramatically depending on weight. Under 250 grams, drones face fewer restrictions. They can be flown in more places, often without registration, and with less paperwork. The first Neo took advantage of this, and the Neo 2 is expected to do the same. That's a big selling point. It means you can fly casually without feeling like you need a license in your back pocket. It makes the drone approachable not just for enthusiasts, but for families, kids, and hobbyists who just want to explore the skies. Combine that legal freedom with better design, longer flight time, and an upgraded camera, and suddenly the Neo 2 starts looking like more than a toy. It becomes a travel companion, a creative tool, and a safe choice for first-time pilots. Who is the Neo 2 really for? That's the key question. And the answer seems to be, almost everyone. If you're a beginner, the Neo 2 gives you confidence. Strong guards, safe weight, and easy controls mean you can learn without fear. If you're a casual creator, the camera upgrades give you professional-looking footage without spending big money or lugging heavy gear. If you're an experienced pilot, the Neo 2 can be a sidekick. Something you throw in your bag for quick flights, scouting locations, or capturing angles your bigger drone can't. And if you're into FPV, the Neo 2's durability and speed could make it a fun crossover drone, offering the thrill of tight maneuvers without the steep learning curve of custom FPV setups. It's rare for one product to appeal across so many groups. That's what makes the Neo 2 such an exciting prospect. The rumored release window. So when might we actually see it? Leaks suggest late 2025. That timing makes sense. DJI often saves big reveals for the second half of the year, aligning with holiday shopping season. It also matches the pace of their product cycles, giving enough time to separate the Neo 2 from other major launches like the Mini series. Of course, nothing is confirmed. DJI is famously secretive. But the fact that prototypes are already appearing in marketing material suggests the Neo 2 is further along than some expect. It could even arrive earlier, depending on how testing goes. Why the Neo 2 could matter more than people think. On the surface, the Neo 2 is just a small drone. But look closer, and it represents something bigger. It shows DJI doubling down on accessibility, making drones friendlier and safer for everyone. It shows DJI pushing camera performance into smaller and smaller bodies, proving that you don't need to compromise on image quality just because you want portability. And it shows DJI experimenting with blending categories. The Neo 2 isn't purely a beginner drone. It's not purely